Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the Bobrick 2012-43. All this video is just a video of me showing you a key. But it is nice, most absolutely, to see what this key looks like if that's indeed what you're looking for, a key for the B-2013 soap dispenser. This is stamped 1001 on it as well. Okay, this is what we would call a tubular key. It will have cuts around the circumference of the barrel, and those cuts are different depths or lengths or depths, which relate to the size of the pins that are inside of the lock. So this would be a tubular key, something like you would see that would secure the coin box in a washer or dryer in a commercial laundromat, or vending machines is where you'll see this. The history of tubular locks certainly goes back probably to the 19th century, would be my guess. They are very typical and common in those types of applications where I would argue you want some greater security over the lock in having a tubular style key. Not that it has anything to do with a soap dispenser, but vending machines, something that contains money. This tubular key I would think would be considered more resistant to bypass, just in the sense that it may not be obvious to most people how this works, and without having an understanding of tubular lock construction you probably wouldn't. Even though this tubular concept is definitely 18th century technology. If you were to look up the name Brahma, Joseph Brahma, and actually I have my Brahma cylinder. I have a mortise cylinder from Brahma. Joseph Brahma was an absolute seminal figure in the history of the evolution of locks. And I have this just for my collection. This is a modern day version of a Brahma cylinder. And basically inside of here are flat pieces of metal that are around the circumference of this, what would otherwise be a tubular key. And those slits that are in the circumference of the key relate to the different sizes of those flat pieces of metal. And when this key is inserted and pushed in, and when you've got the right key in there, it'll work. So definitely the tubular concept goes back, yes, I did say the 18th century, probably mid-1700s or something about then. And it's probably used in this case because, in a soap dispenser, because it's a really petite lock. Versus other cam locks that you could put that would be wafer style, single or double bitted wafer style, which are by comparison easy to bypass, which you certainly wouldn't want in, a laundromat where there may be no supervision, there may be no cameras, or a vending machine in an installation where there are no cameras and someone can stand there for a prolonged amount of time trying to bypass the cylinder. Anyway, let's switch to the screen view and I'll just show you a couple of additional supporting documents. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. So this is the manufacturer's website showing you the B-2013 automatic wall-mounted foam soap dispenser. Here is a cut sheet that is linked down below our item. It's really not important, short of it just basically giving you an idea of what the soap dispenser looks like. There is not a cut sheet on the key itself, but they do of course just refer to lock and key, and that reference is here, as you can see, lock and key, but they don't give any real information. So how do we know what key goes with this? Well, it boils down to contacting the factory and telling them we have a B-2013, and then they're able to come back with the proper part number and cost to us. So that is what this is for. Some photos, and by the way, they're priced and sold per key. Yes, they are very expensive, and it's because the factory probably doesn't want to have to deal in small little items like this. Would be my guess. That's called a nib. The nib allows you to orient the key in the lock correctly so that the spacing of your cuts appear to be 4. This would be a 4 tumbler lock, I would say. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your nib. Now, if you wanted more information on tubular locks, I have some archival catalogs under the Chicago Lock Company, maybe this, and under Compex as well. Compex, C-O-M-P-X. It would be under the Chicago line. This is a modern version of a catalog, and these are tubular locks. These locks are not what is in that Bobrick soap dispenser, but it is information on tubular locks in the Chicago catalog. This is a fun little item. This would be a single pole, double throw, or a Form C sort of key switch is what that is. You'd be able to open or close an electrical circuit with that. Okay, so this is an excerpt out of a 1964 catalog. And as you go through this catalog, you'll find lots of fun tubular lock references in here. We're going to jump to page 10. Just some more information. 7-pin style tumbler cylinders in here. These are very large files. I find the best way to navigate them is to literally change the page number here and be patient. They are very, very large files. I would recommend saving them locally, which will allow you to access the different pages far faster. Now, there is a link below, as seen here, to the manufacturer's page. When you're looking at this video, you'll be on the item itself, most likely. And on this page, you'll be able to review not only all of the Bobrick items we sell by means of this horizontal navigation, but also a link to the website, as well as a link to the most current product catalog we have, and any encyclopedic documents that exist would be here as well. Speaking of archival catalogs, here's one from 1970 from Bobrick. That is a 50-year-old catalog. So you want to see what Bobrick was doing back then, here it is. Let's wrap up this video on camera. If you've not hit subscribe yet, we would very much appreciate if you did, and hopefully you're enjoying this video. Now, let's get back to it. So if you have any questions on that 2012-43, and I find -43 run through other part numbers from Bobrick when it comes to keys. So seeing -43 as a suffix might be a tip-off that it's a key. So any questions on this or any other Bobrick product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up, please subscribe, and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.